I should be writing number 412, take 2.
Well, I should be writing. I should be working on my craft. I should be writing. I should be submitting my next draft. But I'm sitting home watching Doctor Who.
Hi there, welcome to I Should Be Writing, the podcast for wannabe fiction writers. I'm your host, Mer Lafferty. And this is the third consecutive day I've done a podcast. It's pretty amazing. Part of me, the little mean bully in the back of my head, is going, yeah, but can you keep this up? But, if I just try to, today I will do a podcast. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll get up and say, today I will do a podcast. But I won't know for sure, because it's not tomorrow yet. I said this is take 2 because I recently did a podcast. I recently recorded something where I got off on a long, rambling, and angry tangent. So, essentially, the astounding and analog publisher, Dell Magazines, changed the name of the Campbell Award yesterday. And they did it because it has been pointed out rather stridently and amazingly by this year's winner, Jeanette Nong, that Campbell was a fascist and a racist, and he did a lot for the genre, and he did a lot to keep a lot of people out of the genre. And I was surprised that it changed very quickly after that. And some people are mad because they don't like anybody saying anything bad about their heroes and the fathers of the genre and all that, but you know what? They were not always the nicest of people. And I really did want to keep the genre looking like them. And I think it's probably time, because the winners of that award have been largely, I'm thinking maybe Lev Grossman was the last white male that won. I'm not sure. But, I'd have to check. But somebody may be angry at me talking about this, saying it's not political. But the thing is, whenever people say something shouldn't be political, you want to keep politics out of whatever you're enjoying, what you're really saying is you just like the status quo politics. Because politics is what makes it's political when only one kind of people wins an award. Even if that's the status quo, it's pretty political. Asking for other people to have a say in the matter, a chair at the table, that's no more political than just giving it to white guys all the time. I haven't written yet today. Had some other priorities I had to deal with, and then just got back from Dublin and Glasgow, so needed to contact the parents, talk to them for a bit. Do some domestical stuff, and suddenly it's 3 o'clock and I haven't done anything today. Well, I have done things, I just haven't written. And that's annoying because along with podcasting more frequently, I want to write more frequently because I'm writing a book with no deadline. The only deadline is in my head, so I gotta crack my own whip. And I'm already questioning every word I put down. Should I have written it this way? Should I have put that in dialogue instead? Is this too dry? Is this too expositional? And really, you can always, always, always fix that crap on edits. You don't have to worry about every single thing that you put down on the page being perfect. And I still have to tell myself this. Still. I don't know why. It's because you think and by you I mean me, you think that you will learn enough when you write that the mistakes will be far fewer than when you're a beginner. And while that may be, you're still not gonna, make every word perfect. Well, ever, but also not on the first try. Professional basketball players still miss free throws. And one thing I remember Cory Doctorow telling me a long time ago, that, you'll have days where you sit down and you love every single word that comes out. And you have days where you sit down and you'll think, this is a piece of crap. I'm a hack. I'm talentless. Why do I even bother? This is awful. And then when you go back to look at the completed book, you probably won't be able to tell which chapters came from which days. And I found that to be the case. My dog thinks I'm talking to her. She's rolling around on the floor. Show off. And so that's why you just keep on. I've got a little bit of driving to do in a bit, and then I got some waiting around to do, and I'll have some time early this evening. So hopefully I can get some words down. Just a couple words, not too many. Oh yes, one thing I talked about in the first installment of this show that I did not mention this time is I'm trying to get back to recording much more frequently, but I psych myself out, and sometimes I don't know what to say. I've been doing this since freaking 2004, and sometimes I still don't know what to say. Possibly it's because I've been doing this since 2004, and I've already said a lot of stuff, but you may not have heard the episode where I said that thing. So repetition's not bad as long as it's not too often. But still, I have these blank periods. Yesterday, it took me over an hour to record that one 20-minute podcast that you heard, because there was an awful lot of dead air where I was just trying to figure out what to talk about. But also that was jet lag. Luckily, I don't feel that way when writing. I've got too many ideas when writing. But the podcast makes me happy, and doing it more often makes me happy. And so when I sit down, I better hope I have something to talk about. Because sitting around silent, knowing that this thing is recording, that does not make me happy. It's listening to me sweat. If you have anything you would like me to talk about, not even a question, but you just want me to address something, please tell me on Twitter @MightyMur or email mightymur@gmail.com. I still have not heard from Patreon, so still can't send my patrons any exclusive material, but the Discord's still working. I can still see that. So if you are in the Discord, you can check that out. And if you want to support the Patreon at patreon.com/MightyMur, you will also get, you'll get access to all that stuff. But if anything requires me to log on to Patreon to help you with something, that'll have to wait. But yeah, my old phone should be here tomorrow or Friday, and hopefully that'll help me log into Patreon and put this nightmare to an end. Expensive nightmare. But anyway, the Discord's still going, so if you're on Discord and you want to give me an idea of what to talk about, please let me know. Would love to hear. Because Ditch Diggers is easy now because I got Matt to bounce off of, and sometimes talking alone into a mic is a kind of sad thing. Now, I'm getting depressed. Woo! Gotta stop that. It's not entirely alone because I know you're listening. You're just not listening at this very second. You will be listening, and that's good. But I'm going to go ahead and upload this so I can get it to you and not break my impressive streak of 3 days. And then after that, I'll get some words down because I should be writing and so should you be. Remember, you can support the show at patreon.com/MightyMur. I Should Be Writing theme music provided by John Anelio. You can find more about him at johnanelio.com. This podcast is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Share-alike license.
The fact that Doctor Who is on TV